Okay, let's be real. Have you ever been so frustrated with your slow phone that you just wanted to, I don't know, throw it across the room? Well, you're in the right place. Today, we're going to demystify a super simple trick that will make your devices feel brand new again. It's a total game changer, and you'll be surprised at how easy it is.
I mean, we've all been there, right? You're trying to send that super important email, or maybe you're about to snap the perfect picture, or you're this close to beating that impossible level in a game, and then boom, everything freezes. It is so frustrating. But what's actually going on behind the scenes? So let's get into it. Why do our devices get so slow? I mean, these are incredible pieces of tech we use every single day. Why do they start to feel like they're crawling through mud? We're going to find out exactly why.
Oh, you know the symptoms, right? Lagging, crashing, just slowing to a crawl. Apps take forever to open. You get that awful stutter when you're just trying to switch between tasks. And of course, the big one, the total freeze that makes you restart the whole thing. The good news? It's not just you, and the fix is way easier than you think.
All right, so it's time to introduce the secret culprit behind all this chaos, something called RAM. You might have heard the term, but it's working away in the background every single moment your device is on. And honestly, understanding RAM is the key to getting your tech to perform at its best.
So what in the world is RAM? Well, the easiest way to think about it is as your device's short-term memory. It's kind of like its active workspace. You know, all the apps you have open right now, your web browser, your music player, that game you paused, they're all living in the RAM. It's super fast memory, but, and this is the important part, there's a limited amount of it.
And this is probably the best analogy for it. Think of your device's main brain, the processor, as a brilliant artist. And the RAM? That's the artist's workbench. Now, if that workbench is clean and tidy, the artist can create amazing things super fast, right? But what happens when the workbench is covered in old projects, dried up paint, and tons of clutter? Well, everything grinds to a halt. And that is exactly what's happening inside your device when your RAM gets too full.
Yep, this quote right here says it all. When that RAM is full, the system just can't process things quickly. Your device's processor literally runs out of elbow room to work, and that's why your speed just plummets. Okay, but here's the really good news. You can totally clean off that workbench. Clearing your RAM is, well, it's like giving your device a big cup of coffee in the morning. The benefits are immediate, and they're pretty awesome. Let's talk about what you actually get out of it.
So we're looking at 4 major benefits. You're going to boost your speed, stop those annoying freezes, get better battery life, yes, really, and make your apps and games run a whole lot smoother. All right, first up, pure speed. When you clear out that RAM, you're giving your processor the space it needs to just breathe. It can grab information and execute your commands way faster. The result? Your device just feels snappier, more responsive. Every little tap and swipe feels instant. Benefit number 2, no more freezing and lag. See, when the RAM is totally packed, your whole system is under a ton of pressure, and that's what makes it lock up. By clearing it out, you just relieve all that stress. You get a much smoother experience. Apps open like they're supposed to, and you can switch between them without that awful stutter. Now, this next one might surprise you, but it's a big one. Better battery life. Think about it. Every single app that's just sitting there in your RAM, even the ones in the background, is using a little bit of energy. When you have dozens of them open, all that little bit adds up to a huge drain on your battery. So clearing them out means your device works less and your battery lasts longer. I mean, just look at this chart. It makes it so clear. On the one hand, you've got lots of apps running in the background, and your battery is just tanking. On the other, with fewer apps open, look how much longer it lasts. It's a direct connection. So the takeaway is simple. A clear RAM means a happier battery. And finally, this one is for all the gamers and creators out there. If you're using really demanding apps, like video editors or those big graphic-intensive games, this is absolutely crucial. Those programs need a big, clean space on that RAM workbench to do their thing. Clearing it out first makes sure they have all the power they need to run smoothly, without any lag or stuttering. Okay, so let's do a quick wrap-up of everything we've talked about. So, to put it all together, just remember that RAM is your device's temporary workspace. When that workspace gets too cluttered, everything suffers. It gets slow, it lags, and your battery drains way too fast. Clearing that RAM is the key. It boosts your speed, improves how your apps run, and just gives you a way better, smoother experience all around. So there you go. The big secret to a faster device isn't some super technical trick. It's really just about keeping that digital workbench of yours tidy. And now that you get the why behind it all, you're totally in control. So the question is, how are you going to keep your device running like new?